Hello everybody and welcome back to Aleris Labs YouTube channel. As you may know, the new version 3.5.11 has been released, and here we are going to list the most important features and changes. As not all features and corrections will be discussed in this video, you're welcome to check the full list of changes in the release notes. You can find the link to the release notes under this video. The new checkbox Show Rates from Inactive Products has been added to Voice Rates Rate Editor. When selected, the filter displays all rates, including products that have the Is Active checkbox deselected. Two new parameters have been added to Administration System Settings Common. The parameter Allowed Order Error Codes for Report Execution serves to indicate a list of errors that trigger the system to resend a report. If generation of a report that has a schedule is interrupted with an error not set in this parameter, the Is Recurrent checkbox is deselected. The parameter period between report execution attempts in case of order errors serves to set the timeout between report run and send attempts after receiving an error specified in the following parameter. The new parameter ML Matching Window Frame has been added to Administration System Settings Partner Portal. It serves to create a timeout for the end-user response to an empty message. Previously, the end-user responses were only displayed in the MO text field in the statistics page of Aleris webCenter if the end-user sent a response within 5 minutes. The new parameter UseDialCode for a number has been added to Administration System Settings Statistic module. When set, more detailed dial codes will be added to analytical cubes from the reference book table. This allows displaying more accurate information in the calling country layer in Voice Analytics. If a message was received over SMPP and has encoding 8, the encoding will be preserved when sending the message to the vendor over HTTP. However, if the message encoding was other than 8, it will be sent over HTTP in encoding 0 if conversion is possible. If not possible, encoding 8 will be used. The Voice Routing Simulation section now allows displaying vendors that have not been included in the list of routes. To display such vendors, the new checkbox Show Inactive must be selected in the Simulation Settings panel. Inactive vendors have an empty rule ID value and are grayed out in the Simulation Results table. Additionally, they are displayed at the bottom of the simulation log in the Inactive Vendors table. Now the SMS switch sends the unbind command only after 3 inquire link messages and a 30-second timeout after the third message. The new parameter Auto-Rate Import Parallel Sessions has been added to Administration System Settings Data Import that serves to limit the number of simultaneous auto-import tasks. If the parameter is left blank, the allowed number of simultaneous tasks is calculated automatically based on server's current load. The connection fee field can now be imported for DID products. The new fields Date Format and Date Time Format have been added to the Column Settings tab of Voice Rates Rate Expert. They serve to set the date and time format for each product. By default, the system uses the values set in the following parameters in Administration System Settings Common. When showing data saved in the database, non-UTF symbols are now replaced with the special Unicode symbol. When this symbol appears in the interface, it means that the data was uploaded in a non-supported format. Charges are no longer linked to the agreement start date. Now the agreement associated with a charge is searched for only by the charge end date. That must fall between the agreement start and end dates. This has fixed the issue that caused the error dispatch failed with the following error details. The error appeared when a user tried to confirm an invoice whose agreement start date was later than the billing period start date. For example, if a billing period was monthly and the agreement start date was the 4th of June. The new column Positions has been added to the table of users. It shows the user's position in the company. Now the following method additionally returns the client EDR is successful field for the client and vendor, as well as the fields client cost and the vendor cost, irrespective of the following values, and the part amount field that indicates the number of the concatenated message segments. The following reporting methods have been reworked. They serve to locate the report. Once the required data is retrieved, the following method can be used to launch the report. The method will return the task number in the response. It can be used when downloading the resulting file with the help of the following method. The new parameter swapDealStats currency has been added to Administration System Settings Trading Tools. It serves to configure the currency in which swap deal statistics must be calculated. Previously, system currency was used for the purpose, which was inconvenient for users whose analytics was calculated in a currency other than system currency. The new field rate format has been added to the column settings tab of Voice Rates Rate Expert. It serves to configure the format of rates that is supported by MS Excel. Now, when a user sends a message through Alarus webCenter, the rates are searched only within products that are associated with the webCenter. Such products must meet the following conditions. The product name is SMS Retail, and the POI of this product is also linked to the system owner's product SMS parent. If at least one condition is not met, the SMS is rejected as no suitable rates are found. The system can now ignore certain error codes when calculating network efficiency ratio. To enable the feature, provide a list of error codes to Alarus technical support team and communicate the following code. The operation logic of the parameter replace all matching entries in the database with the imported ones has been updated. If the imported file contains rows for the following code, records existing in the reference book for the same code will be closed. If the imported file has no such rows, the existing records for those codes will remain unchanged. The connection fee value is now displayed for DID products as well. The parameter rate activation time adjustment has been removed from Administration System Settings SMS rates. Now its value is always 0. When generating an unsuccessful delivery report by the SMS switch, the delivery time field remained empty. Now it will contain the current time in the following format. Concatenated message segments will have the same delivery time. If the global dial code mapping table is empty, and the user starts rate compilation with the selected checkbox vendor breakouts longer, the following message will appear. When the option is enabled, the task is performed correctly. When a user applies generated rates, invoice, rates, rate plan creation, rate compilation, and the send rate update to client checkbox is selected in the apply generated rates dialog, a rate expert task is created with the activated parameter changes pending at and the date equal to the earliest of the following 3 dates. Now, when a user clicks Reset Password in Alarus webCenter, the password reset email will contain no password, but only the link to the password reset page and instructions. The following marker has been deactivated. The rate is generated correctly even if the list of matching codes is empty. Now, export of EDRs in SMS Analytics with the selected layer country is performed with the count of the dial code. Previously, only the MCC code was taken into consideration, which could result in omission of some EDRs. If no rows were found suitable for import in SMS rates rate import, the file status is marked not imported. Previously, the status was imported. Now, if rate export in SMS rates rate export fails due to interrupted connection to the mail server, the details column will contain the appropriate error message. The message length in SMS routing simulation is now calculated based on the selected encoding, 0 or 8. Previously, the calculation was based on the byte count of the source text in the UTF-8 encoding as received from the web interface. Sorting has been implemented for all columns of the reconciliation details table: invoice, CDR management, CDR reconciliation and SMS, EDR management, EDR reconciliation. It is now possible to unload the EDR from the web interface even if the EDR file exceeds 2 GB. Previously, such operations resulted in error. When setting a dial code mask in static choices of voice routing rules, the vendor rate field of the choice shows the highest rate matching the mask. It is now impossible to save empty inclusive lists in routing rules. Upon logging to the Wholesale portal, the system will automatically load statistics for the past 2 days. Previously, it loaded stats for the past week, which sometimes resulted in slow operation of the portal. Well, these are all technical details that we plan to describe in this video. Hopefully it was useful to you. In case you have any questions regarding the new version and the features that were not described here, you are welcome to contact our support team. If you have any suggestions regarding the channel development, we will be happy to get them at the following email. See you in the next video.